guys? It's Devon from the Car Guys, and I'm going to be showing you guys my deck profile from Team Wars today. My team, Team Sick Day, me and my buddies from Michigan, we won, and I won with SurgeKu. This leader is kind of insane. He's a new leader, so I'll explain him. On the Unawakened side, he's red-yellow. And when you swing with him, he is a draw 2 and discard 1 when you swing. So he's like Beerus, but a little better because you do it on swing. So he's a little more of an aggro type instead of just sitting there. And then for Awakened Surge, you put a red and a yellow card underneath the leader. He's a draw 3, untap 1. And then on the backside, you can do active main or battle, take a card underneath this card, put it in your drop area, and then you can choose one of the effects. The first effect is you can basically skill drain your opponent's field, so you can negate all their skills ignoring barrier, and they don't get them back for the end until the end of the turn, or you can give your leader plus 10k and crit. So and that's for the duration of the turn. So a lot of the times you can be on defense, and you can just give yourself plus 10k, and then you don't even have to worry about most of their attacks because they're probably more than likely not going to combo up. And if they do, you can easily combo out of most of the attacks. So the leader's just really good. He's really solid. I played him day 1 as well, so I played him for the singles event. I played it a little different than my Team Wars list. So my singles event, I went 3, 1, and 3. I got 3 draws. A lot of it was, I don't want to say slow playing, but just we kind of went to time a lot, and I just couldn't finish them in time, I guess. But it's whatever. I almost still bubbled in to the top 25 or top 25. I got 58th, and it ended at 54. So it's whatever. But I definitely made up for it in Team Wars the next day, so it's okay. All right, so
let's get to the sauce.
Yeah, let's get to it. So we're gonna start with the check lands. It's energy. You just put it down for your red-yellow charge. Energy, it ignores energy exhaust. If you want to, you can play it. It's a really good card if you want to negate a skill of another card. Even though your leader already does it, you can do it for like a new battle card, because leader only does it for battle cards that's already on field. So if they play a new card, you can actually use this card and negate the effects of it. So it's still a pretty good card if you want to play it. Next card for red yellow is Beerus. I actually love this card so much. I played Beerus before this, so red Beerus, and I just love this card a lot because it does so much. It disrupts, it basically KOs any 30k or less whenever you arrival him in for a red and a yellow, or he can keep a leader card or a battle card ignoring barrier in rest mode until the end of their next turn. So this is really good against things like Baby or like the Mirror, because they'll board like Apes or other Beeruses or the next card that I'm about to show you, and you can just KO them in battle step. And then you can also with this leader again, you can negate skills ignoring barrier, and so you can take away their skills even if they have barrier, and then you can just pop a card. So like if they give their ape, or like give a 6-drop ape or something barrier with like strategies, you can just negate the skills and then pop it anyway. It's just really good. And then in conjunction with this card, it's just really strong. So I love this card. I love Heartfelt Plea so much. I want to stick it in every deck possible. So especially with this leader, you can actually do it anytime. So you can play Beerus at any point and then Awaken Surge, and you can just play Heartfelt Plea on like turn 2 if you really wanted to. But it's just a really strong card. 30k triple strike offering, you can draw 2 or they crit a life. And he's just really good. I don't play the pan because I don't usually like to go down to 2 life, especially in this leader. You want to keep as much life as possible. It's a very reactive and defensive deck, but it can also go really fast and really wide. So yeah, so day one I played this more blue-yellow with the red splashed, but this one I played more of a red-yellow one. I just like the red-yellow a lot better. So I play Beerus, Biding His Time. Essentially, if you have a red-yellow multicolor charged, he becomes a 1-drop, and he's just a critical 15k swinger. He's really strong. So you can actually bait counterplays with this. So they can, and you only paid 1 energy, and they paid like 2 energy, and they pitched a card or got a card out of their hand. And so in conjunction with this card, so this is another card that you can bait people out with, the new Broly. So if your opponent has 2 or more energy in active mode, you play this card, and you can look in their hand and take away a 20k or less, and put it in their drop area. So a lot of the times you can play this card. They'll more than likely counterplay it because hand advantage is really important in this game. So they'll counterplay it, and then you go, okay, now my other cards are safe. So you can play things like the Beerus, and you play it and they can't answer it, and then you swing. And then since I play Sparking instead of 4 life super combos, you can just go to like 25k swings without, and they can't really answer it too much. So he's just really solid. That Broly's kind of dumb, but it's whatever. That
Broly is just stupid. Dumb. It's so annoying to play against as a control player, bro.
Yeah. For Topo, he's just strong. It's new Nimbus. Like most of the time, he's a turn ender because nobody really wants to swing through and drop cards unless you're playing like Demigod or Hatch or something like that. The only time you don't really want to play him is like against people that like drop Tau on you, because then you kind of just look at them really sad because they're going to make you warp a lot of cards. So you got to be careful playing Topo because in scenarios like that, they're going to make you discard a lot of cards out of your hand, and you don't want that. But yeah, Topo's just really strong. Next card. I actually love this card a lot. So Vegeta Exploited Weakness. He turns into a 3-drop on your opponent's turn, or your turn, I think, if you have a red leader. And he negates he minuses the field 20k, so the entire opponent's board. Not ignoring barrier though. But if you use leader effect, you can take away skills, and then you can minus their whole board, ignoring barrier. So he's really strong. I had 3 of him in my singles list, but this one I kind of had to cut some cards, so I think he was still good, but I couldn't keep him at 3 in this. But I would say play 3 if you can fit it in there. Now this card, grade 8 Bardock, really strong card. I would say mostly playing on your opponent's turn because a lot of people are playing the counter plays like Vegeta the Cruel. And that card hurts this a lot because not only do you not get to play him, you also have to warp a card out of your hand. So it just hurts because you don't gain any advantage off of playing it. And you know, he just goes straight to the drop and it just doesn't do any good. So you can, so against like things like Piccolo, you play this card on their turn and you force out a hidden potential, and then you're good for all the rest of the stuff. So it's really good. All right, and then 3 Champa. It's just good for any of the boss monsters in the game right now, except for Fu Shrouded. I don't know if people know, there was a lot of questions.
Do you want to kind of explain that?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with Fu Shrouded over the weekend. So Fu Shrouded says that you cannot activate skills. So his auto will always go, Fu Shrouded will always go first. So always remember that Fu Shrouded's effect will always go first. So you cannot counterplay him. So your autos go into pending, but you cannot activate them. When they're supposed to resolve, they don't get to activate the resolve. So you cannot Champa the Trickster it, you cannot UI Goku it, you can only Cold Bloodlust it or Frost Deadly Poison it. So just don't do that. But other than that, you use this card against things like Gogeta 7, Vegeta SCR, Demigra Demigra
big boss
SCR.
monsters.
Yeah, just big boss monster. That's pretty much it. Bear super combo, like I said, sparking super combo. It's just better because you're putting cards in your drop from your leader, and you're also just like comboing and doing all that stuff. So it's just really strong, and you get to stay at high life early in the game. So this card, Bardock, he's a new card from the champ packs. He's really good with this leader, especially because you get to use him as your Surge. So you can negate with him, and then you can Surge, use this as one of the cards so you don't neg another card out of your hand, and then put another red card under, and then flip your leader. So he's really good, and he's a Bardock, so if you wanted to, you can play Will of Iron over him if you really want to be saucy like that.
Good old ape days.
Yeah, play another ape. Apes are cool. Time Magic. I like Time Magic over Nimbus. My buddy was going to play Broly U6, and he played Nimbus in his, so I was going to play Time Magic. He ended up not playing it, but I still played Time Magic anyway, just because I feel like it's the better negate. So he's just, yeah, Time Magic's just good. And then my SCR, I like Frieza Army Reborn over Baby Janemba, just because this does a lot more than Baby Janemba does. And you can easily stay at 2 life and not die with this leader. So on the crackback, you can just drop this and go for games with it, especially with another card that's later on in my list as well. You can drop it safely and not have to worry about it. So with this, I actually played a blue package in it. I kind of regret it, but it's okay. So I played 4 Bean, 2 Whis, and 2 Gohan. I was not a big fan of it. I didn't use it a whole lot in the tournament. It was kind of just there if I wanted to, but for the most part, I just used the red yellow in it. It was okay. Like I said, the Bean was nice to use, but the rest of it kind of was just like charge fodder or like discard for leader. So it's all right, but I'd for sure go to just pure red yellow going forward. And the last combo, Mira, Champa, and new Battering. So play Mira, swing, they negate, Battering, and pitch a yellow, and then Champa. Or, like I said, if you wanted to, if you wanted to play the Frieza SCR, you can Frieza SCR, then use Battering, and then give it, or then you don't need to give it double strike, but so yeah, then you can just, you got a 40k quadruple strike coming in, and they can't, and they've got their negate or taken away. So it's just really strong. This card is really good. Like I said, I would play red yellow. I would play more of this going forward.
Battering was banned for a reason.
Yeah, and they gave us another one. So, and SurgeKu did not need this, but it's okay. It's good. I like it. Like I said, I would, if you're gonna play this deck, especially in best of 3. I don't like the blue in this version. I would just play pure red yellow going forward. So I'm gonna do that for Orlando or not. But for best of 1, I think it's okay if you want. And then, but if you're doing blue yellow with the red splash, definitely it's fine. I think the only thing I would say is like a weird matchup was like Toa, which is really weird. That hurt me so bad.
He got touched in the wrong spot.
I got beat bad by a Toa player. So if you're out there, you're watching this, why'd you do me like that, man? That was rough. But
he cried on the way home, man.
That was sad. But yeah, overall, this leader is really good. It won the regional, or the singles regional. Yeah, first, second, and third at the singles regional after Swiss. So it's a really good leader. I would definitely play this going forward. I want to play it more after set 9, but I don't think I will. But it's still just a really good choice. So I want to give a shout out to my team, car guys. They helped me prepare for the weekend for weeks. Helped me mess with the ratios and the lists and stuff. I want to give a shout out to Rob and Stay Zero, my old team. Still rep you guys. You guys are cool. Give a shout out to Mike and Paul from AOD. Those are the homies. They stayed with. Well, we all stayed together over the weekend, and they also helped me test a lot over these last few weeks or so, getting ready for Chicago. So we kind of got a lot of matchup knowledge with Piccolo Surge and Broly Surge and Hatch and stuff. So ended up working out really well. So just a really good weekend. Well, not so much day one, but Team Wars ended up really well. But yeah, so we ended up winning, and this is our nice lovely playmat here.
Squad.
Yeah, Team Sick Day. Took it home. This mat's really beautiful. I love it. Yeah. I want to say I definitely will be playing this in Orlando. I'm not gonna go to TOP, but I think some of my teammates are. So I think going forward, I would not. I think they would still play this, but yeah. So yeah, I will catch you guys later.
Come check out Aandroidd's channel with the other 2 deck lists for
our
team.
If you want to check out the other 2 deck lists for the Team Wars, go to Aandroidd, and he'll have the rest of the Team Wars lists on there as well. So see you guys.